I've been EA'd more times than I can count, so if I'm gonna try a brand new game like Battlefield 6 in a franchise I've never played before, I'm gonna need to come in with an open mind. It wouldn't be a beta in a modern age gaming without a 10-minute queue to get inside the darn thing, so we might as well sit here and get comfortable. As you can see, I'm number 122,000, and that may imply that I will be here for hours on end, but that Battlefield only took 10 minutes to let me inside their game. I'm appreciative. I'm so excited to play a game where the Frostbite engine was actually made for instead of the janky mess we call football games in 2025, so I'm happy about that. I'm a complete graphics nerd, so I was totally impressed by the sound design of the game. Just listen to it. That's enough of that. Like I said, I'm completely new to the Battlefield series, so starting out in the tank was a complete W. Watching my teammate poke his head out just to get gunned down was super surreal. Don't really see that too often in other games. Me being the paragon of virtue that I am, I grabbed my teammate and I revived him, marking my first revive in a Battlefield game. No good deed goes unpunished, and I was mortally wounded, so I had to think quick. So I looked around for a second and looked for the nearest tank. Watching my teammate named Dangles try to repair the tank from the damage it just took was a totally new experience for me. Very cool. Now check this out, this was very cool. As we ride up past the tree, we actually knock it down and the tree debris actually lands on the tank. And all that happened in the first minute. Let's skip ahead a little bit, see if we can find my first kill. And to be fair, it took a while. And it took a while after that, and I am no expert at first-person shooters, even after playing it for all these years. Let's just say I'm trash. I would hope my sheer exuberance and my helpfulness to the team was enough to combat how unspeakably awful I was at actually killing somebody. Good things come to those who wait, and my victory was just around the corner, no matter how bittersweet it was. Luckily, I was saved by some long-lost deity named Timeless Blade, and he dragged me to safety and nursed me back to health, marking my first kill as a non-casualty. And with that monkey off my back, I was ready to lose? Yes, it took me my whole first match to get my first kill, but with that out of the way, I can get locked and loaded for my second match. I don't know about you guys, but after getting totally thrashed in your first game of any game, you want to come out and make a statement. You want to come out right out the gate and let people know that you're serious this time. You're not going to be that punching bag that they just beat up on the last mission, even though we're not facing the same people. After watching my guardian angel fall in a gruesome manner, I knew I had to take revenge right there and now. So, I got one of the first kills of the match. I know. No applause necessary. After selling my second kill to the highest bidder, I decided to take a brief siesta. And when I say siesta, I mean trying to walk out the door and totally getting aired out. Yeah. A little bit later on, I notched my second kill and I was feeling pretty good about myself. 2 kills, doubling my total from last round. But unfortunately, just like everything else in life, nothing is free, and I paid the price, unfortunately, right after that. After my hidey hole was discovered one too many times, I decided to take on a tank. And let me tell you, I had an RPG from the engineer class and I wasn't afraid to use it, and I penetrated that tank as hard as I could. And just like all my other triumphs, it was bittersweet. Yeah, we took out a tank, but now another sector fell to the enemy. And then a second problem arose. Another tank. Me being fresh out of RPG shots, there was no other way to resolve this situation but gracefully bowing out. I have a little sidebar before we get too far into the video. Why is it so hard to hit a darn tank in this game with an RPG? I have tried many of times over and over again and I keep missing the darn thing. That triumph you just saw, it took me 50 shots just to kill one. Does everyone have to get an RPG and shoot this thing? It has a bunch of health. I'm granted it's a tank, but come on. Instead of showing you a montage of me getting totally killed because I was getting too darn close to the tank because the enemy team was guarding it like it was Fort Knox, I've decided to do that rant. So, there you go. Nothing else of note really happened in that match, so I decided to go ahead and show you that I did 3,000 vehicle damage. So hey, it's progress. Let's head into the last final match of the video, shall we? I saw an enemy flash by the mountains like some yogi, so I just decided to start shooting RPGs over and over in that general direction. After losing another sector, I thought maybe I should give up RPG life, so I picked up a sniper rifle and started getting into some rather weird situations to try to get the jump on the enemy. Every good sniper needs a perch. Unfortunately, it wasn't the easiest to find one on this particular map. Luckily, I found a piece of mountainside that looked like all the others, and I caught a couple of unsuspected victims slipping. Now, when I tell you this spot was a little too good, it frightened me because I saw all the enemies slowly walking into the base that they just captured. I said, wow, there's like 6 enemies looking right in front of me right now. None of them know to shoot at me yet. I think this is a golden opportunity. Fortunately, my level of skill did not equal the spot I had, and when I started selling, they started shooting all their bullets right back at me. I know, an unintended consequence of good planning. I was taken to this new sniping thing until they decided to blow my next hiding spot and blow a big hole in the wall. My favorite part of being a sniper is finding weird and unusual places to shoot from, and finding people who are just walking by and have no idea where I am. Gives me just enough time to aim my shot with no pressure. My least favorite part is when they blow me up. Like, dude, they're blowing up the whole building I'm standing on. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Sometimes finding a good hiding spot is just as simple as hiding under your nearest destroyed vehicle and destroying anybody who walks by. And every time I try to walk out of my hiding spot, I get killed. Our last and final match ended in defeat, but I had a great time. Battlefield 6 Beta is a pretty fun game to play. Tell me if you're gonna try to Battlefield 6 Beta and how you enjoyed it. And also, thank you for watching another video, or your first video, here on the Gabe Coy channel. I'm Gabe, and I play games for content. And sometimes, I enjoy them.